Hi everybody and welcome back, or welcome if you are new. My name is Charlotte and in this video it is my weekend reset, which is where I go through and reset the house for the entire week by cleaning the house. And I focus specifically also on one specific room, which is a zone. And in this week's video, the zone is going to be the family room. And I'll be doing a deep clean of everything in here. I hope you guys find some motivation in this video to get up and do things around your house. And before we start cleaning, I'm going to start working on a project. This is like heat resist film that goes on your windows, and I have single paned windows and you can just feel the heat coming off of the windows. There are no drafts, it's just basic heat coming off of the window and through the glass. So I'm attempting to put this up there. It's not the best job, but it will do. It's doing what it needs to do right now. And so I just wanted to let you see a project that I am getting started with for this week, since it is the deep clean of the front room, the TV room. I use it interchangeably, front room, TV room, family room, whatever. But this is one of the projects besides the deep cleaning, but I knew that this was a project because it did take all afternoon. And then I will come through the next day and start working on the deep clean of the family TV room. I have put as much film as I can onto the windows. It does make the room darker, but I guess when you're tinting windows it will do that. But it's not the best job at cutting, I will be honest. I have painter's tape holding the edges because it keeps wanting to curl in on me, and I miscut several times. So the 2 rolls that I had would have been able to do the 3 windows if I had cut properly. But let me show you what it looks like right now. Hopefully the lighting isn't so bad, but let's see what it does. And yes, okay, as you can see over here, this pane down here doesn't have the film on the window, and that's because I was like, I have enough. And then I miscut yet again. I miscut over here somewhere, and I'm gonna use the miscut pieces for other windows, like my kitchen window and possibly the master bathroom window. But you can see that it does tint the window just slightly, and it is about 5 o'clock. Oh, 6 o'clock. So the sun is starting to go down, but you see I do have painter's tape up there. I have it pretty much on all the edges because that's where it was starting to pull up on all the windows. I don't know when I'll be able to make it to the store to get more of the film to finish the project. And from the outside, I still need to work on some bubbles, but every time I'm trying to move it, it slides around. So tomorrow at some point, it says to give it 24 hours to actually like fully adhere to the window. So that's why I have the painter's tape up there to hold it there. And then I will try to work some more on getting the bubbles, some more of the bubbles out. I got most of the bubbles out, but there's still some that I need to just smooth it out a little bit more. The room currently is at 77.3, and normally around this time it is ranging between 78 and 79. So I'm gonna test it out. I do have the fan on full, the ceiling fan is not on full blast, but one below full blast. It's like number 3 out of 4. And then the tower fan is on full blast 6, and it's oscillating, it's moving back and forth. And yes, so ramen And then I'm going to spend the rest of the night reading. I'm probably going to take a bath and get prepared for tomorrow. I had the wild notion, since I have this blank wall over here now, that maybe I might rotate my front room or living room, TV room, whatever, and put the TV on this wall and have my couch rotate a little bit. For those of you that are new, my name is Charlotte. I do live in the Houston area, and I do have 4 cats that live inside, so I am a cat mom. Outside of YouTube, I have a regular job that I work in, whatever you want to call it. It is the job that does pay my bills, and YouTube is basically, I started this as a creative outlet because my job in customer service is not very creative, and I do have that type of creative aspect that I need an outlet for, and I do enjoy sharing with you guys my attempts at cleaning and organization, and just letting you guys see what a normal regular person does in their house, and just give you an opportunity to, you know, get up and do something around your house. So the 4 cats, I have 3 black cats. They are all 2 years old. And then I have a 15-year-old that is the calico coloration, and she will probably pop her head in later in the video. She doesn't get on camera very much. It's only when she's sitting in windows or roaming around looking for food that she appears in videos. But you will see the 3 black cats pretty much everywhere because they like to help out. They're curious, and they want to be involved. Whatever I do, they want to be involved. I don't know. It will take some getting used to. I'll live with it. I may, by the end of the week, be turning it back around. But let me go ahead and show you some other angles. Now we start with the deep clean of the room, and I am starting with my Swiffer, the extendable, like really extendable one, because I need to get up into the vaulted part of the roof for the ceiling, and so I'm using that to basically get any dust webs that are up there in the corners, and then I'm also wiping down walls as well. And I'll show you the lights here shortly, what they look like, because when I got up there, lots of dust webs up there, and they were kind of dusty. And I know when I painted this room, I believe back in November, that I had cleaned these back then, but I don't think I've actually cleaned them since then. So there were just dust webs everywhere. And then I will show you kind of a somewhat close-up of the ceiling fan as well once I get over there to clean that as well, because that needed to be cleaned. I basically, since probably April of this year, I have not turned the ceiling fan off in the front room, in the family room, because I needed to have the heat there. So, or not the heat, but I needed the fan to be on pretty much from April on. And here you see I'm looking at it and I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, it's bad. So the ceiling fan needs to be cleaned, and I know I did a good wipe down of it when I painted the ceiling and I had scaffolding and everything. But, and I attempted to use a wet cloth to do it, and then I just was like, nope, it's just smearing the dust everywhere. So let's go ahead and just do the Swiffer and go through and get it all off that way. And as you can see, it's doing a much better job than the wet cloth was. And then you don't see it here, but I did go and use the Swiffer on the brick fireplace as well. And because dust will collect on the bricks, because they are not sealed, they are just regular bricks with mortar, and you need to wipe down the dust. But one of the reasons why I have been doing so many room changes, because someone asked me why did I feel like changing my bedrooms and my office, and now I'm doing the living room. I have always been a person that every couple months I want to change the way a room looks. And right now, I don't have money to afford a lot of changes. So if I can just, do a few changes here and there, sometimes just moving the furniture around, getting a different look, it just kind of helps with me, because sometimes it's like I get in a rut and then I start feeling a little depressed. And if I do a slight change like this, where I didn't add anything to the family room, I just changed the furniture around. That's all I did, and I like it so much better right now. It is still something to get used to, and when I go to replace the air filter this weekend, we'll see how I like it there. But I may have to move the furniture, but for now I like that the TV is on that wall. I like the way that I can walk in, and I don't feel like when I walk in the back door that I'm just coming into being welcomed by a couch. This way it feels more welcoming, more open when I walk in the back door. So that's what I'm doing. And then you'll see here where I have lots of dust on some of these bookshelves. So, just giving everything a good deep clean and getting rid of some of that dust that just collects over time. That's what I do with these deep cleans. I have focused on 13 zones, and that includes the outside and garage as zones as well. And that is basically what I do. I take 1 week every quarter to do a deep clean of every single room. And sometimes I don't clean the baseboards. Sometimes I don't dust the shelves. I don't do the fan. It just depends on what I see that needs to be done, and that's what I focus on. But I do put notes saying clean baseboards, clean trim, clean, all of this. But it's like, if I look at it and I see, well, it doesn't really need to be cleaned, it probably can go another 3 months. Let me go ahead and just move on to the next task, because cleaning is a lot of work. It really is. But it does make me feel better when I know that I have a clean room and a clean house every single week.
Welcome to friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass. But I'm not gonna wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet. Whoa, no, not yet. Whoa, no, not yet. Whoa, but I'm not gonna wake up.
I can't remember when I started cleaning if I had emptied out the canister for the vacuum, but my knee was hurting at that point, if you saw my face. But that canister was full just from, at least from my recollection, it was just from the family room. And I vacuum on a weekly basis, so that just tells you how bad the room really was. So I had collected some trash over the week. I was still trying to recover from doing all the decluttering from the previous week. And this is filmed on Sunday. On the Friday before, I had taken all the donations up to my mom's house. And I'm also at this point going to go ahead and give a deep clean to both of the litter boxes that I have. And you won't see the actual cleaning because I took them outside and used the hose to clean them off. But I have cleaned the one that's right here, and now I'm filling it with litter, and Binks was very curious and wanted to see what I was doing, so I just put them into the litter box, and they do go in there, so they're not afraid to be in there. They just, at that point, were like, no, we don't want to be in there, because, you know, they didn't have to go to the bathroom. But I also have, you won't see it when I get to the bathroom, but in the master bathroom, there is another litter box, and I had already cleaned it by the time we get in there, because I figured might as well just go ahead and clean it while I'm sitting out here and doing all of this. So at the same time, and while I was also out there doing that, I finally repotted some more cat grass. So I had put it up on the, I don't know if I actually had brought them in. I think I was waiting for the water to drain from the pots. So I think I brought them in later in the day, but I eventually brought them in and put them up on the bookcases in the front room, and so that they were out of the way and that the grass seed could actually start growing during the week. And I just this morning pulled them down, or at least 2 of the pots down, because they had enough growth for the cats to actually go ahead and eat the grass, start eating the grass, because the current pots of cat grass, as you see right there, are looking a little sad. So the cats like to have their little cat grass, and yes, so that's one of the things I do for the cats. Among all the other things, we bought another cat tree this week because the one in the family room, one of the platforms has actually broken, and from the weight of the cats. So and it's not the best platform. So the top one, it's not a lot of room. So I bought another one that's taller and has a lot of room. It will go in the office, and then the one that I have in the office will go out into the family room. And they both have bigger platforms on them, so that way so 2 of the cats can get up there if they so choose to do so. But now we are in the guest room, and everything else from here pretty much on, it's just basically a cleaning of the windows, a quick cleaning of the windows, a quick wipe down of the furniture, and then moving on into, I think I avoided the kitchen because it was I just didn't want to do it. And I needed the whole house cleaned to give me the motivation to get the kitchen clean. It's every once in a while I get in those modes where it's like, I just don't want to clean the kitchen. So that's why I avoided the kitchen, and we have moved on to the back of the house. And as you can see, it's just a quick wipe down of the glass, the furniture, and a vacuum, and then moving on to the next room from here.
There's something about the way you make me feel inside. I'm counting down the days till we fly away, heading to the sun, only you and me.
And the camera turned off or did something, I can't remember what it did, but I did clean the rest of the room after making the bed. I just didn't film it. But now you see I am cleaning the kitchen. One of the boxes that I walked away with, my mom sent me home with stuff after I left her house. So she gave me a book that she was entertained by, so I'll read that at some point. But then she had some other things that were kind of like memorabilia, baby box related, and she told me, she's like, I have another box here for you. And I'm like, I already have 2 boxes of baby stuff, Mom. Why are you giving me more stuff to hoard? So she's like, well, I know I have another box for you, but she was putting my stuff into my older sister's box. I'm like, that's Annalise's box, not my box. So it was just kind of funny. And she's like, I know I have a box for you. It's just, I'm like, I don't need any more boxes, Mom. I'm trying to get rid of, I need to go through the boxes I already have. But eventually I will go through that. Memorabilia stuff is some of the harder things to go through, because I've tried to go through those 2 baby boxes for years. I think ever since I got those boxes, I've been trying to go through them to cut down how much is in there. And it's like all of a sudden the memories start coming and then I don't want to get rid of them. So it's just such a pain. But here's a shot of the dishes. It's horrible. Yes, I know that. And in the background, through the window, can you see Dollop out there? He's the cow printed cat. He is one of the outside cats that prefers to be outside, but he's already run away. But he was basically playing around on the driveway. But dishes, yes, I know they're bad. But true life, the dishes are my crux, I guess you could say. They are my nemesis or something like that. I don't empty the dishwasher, so I just keep filling up the sink, and then I'm left to do a whole bunch of dishes, and it's just it's a circle, a cycle. It just keeps going and going and going, and I don't know how to stop it. I've tried to empty out the sink every night. I've tried it. It just hasn't stuck because I get busy doing something, or I fall asleep on the couch, and then once I wake up, I don't want to do anything because I don't want to wake up. So I just try to go and get in bed, and yeah, so I struggle. This is the one task that I struggle with on a daily basis. It's my dishes, trying to keep the sink clean of dishes. and that was the end of cleaning the kitchen. I did go back and vacuum the kitchen, and that was pretty much it. I didn't mop because it's only been a couple days since I mopped, and I know some people mop every day, but I don't have messy kids. I just have cats, and speaking of, they're hissing. So the floor actually wasn't that bad that I needed to mop, so I just needed to vacuum a little bit up off the carpet and that was pretty much the end of the kitchen. I still have a week until this video gets posted, so I may do some work on the window film if I actually make it to the hardware store to get the film, but I don't know if I will, to be honest, so it may wait until this weekend until I can get over there, but it is what it is. I got as much as I could get done. And as far as today with the temperature, I haven't looked to see how hot it is outside, but I'm fairly certain it's at 100 degrees. Let's see. Oh, no, it's only 94. Ooh, and we have a chance of rain. Sorry. So we have some... It hasn't been hot, but the temperature did get up to 78 earlier today, but then I turned on the tower fan to run a lot faster, and it got down to 77 in that front room, so it is doing some work. It's currently probably sitting at 77, 76. Right now, the thermostat in this room says 73, so that tells you the difference. The thermostat is set at 74, but the temperature gauges in here, this one is at 73 degrees, and the one out in the family room, it's 77, 76. So that tells you how different the house is. Anyways, I will let you guys go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next weekend. Bye, everybody.